Namaste, beloveds. Welcome, beautiful goddesses. I am so excited to speak to you on awakening overflow in your business, in your feminine business, with our beautiful goddess, Lakshmi Ma. If you are here with me live, come on and say hello. I really wanted to share this guidance with you live, to interact with you instead of just making a video and posting it, because I want it to be interactive and I want to actually go through some beautiful mini rituals with you to help you to really feel all the possibilities for you when you become one with infinite abundance, with the source of infinite feminine abundance, and let it overflow through you, through your business as Goddess Lakshmi. Hello, beautiful. So lovely to see you. Hi, Nina. Hello, beautiful goddesses. Hi, hi, hi. I'm seeing beautiful queens who are actually already in my Divine Feminine Business Queen program. It's so lovely to have you. And I am right now in the middle of offering my Divine Feminine Business Queen online program, and there's just been so much excitement around the women who are joining, and so much I'm channeling already for everything that's going to come through, that I wanted to take a moment to offer this free gift for everyone to receive these graces from Goddess Lakshmi in your business for yourself. So, hi Liz, hi Susan, hi Sarah. Oh my God, beautiful goddesses. Liz is also in our beautiful program. So lovely to see our queens already here. So as you come, just inviting you to soften, let go and let Goddess, and let our beloved Lakshmi Ma radiate her divine graces to and through you, setting an intention for our time together, for this mini live, this mini maybe masterclass. I don't even know what to call it. It's just an inspired channeling for you. But opening yourself up to setting some intentions on where you're ready to receive this overflow for yourself, especially if you have your own business, if you're a coach, a healer, a practitioner, a facilitator, a creator, a feminine leader, a fempreneur, goddesspreneur in service, and you're desiring for more abundance in every part of your business, more abundance in your own joy, in your bliss, in your inspiration, in your dharma, in your confidence, in your power, and more sacred, tangible riches. Lakshmi Ma bestows it all upon you. More sacred sales, more divine soulmate clients, more beautiful success, more epic impact, more golden dream opportunities, opening now to all that's possible for you with Lakshmi Ma for your beautiful business. So I'll be sharing with you how connecting with Lakshmi Ma in your business can open you to an overflow from the inside out. I just want to do a quick tech check-in. So Clarice, my love, just let me know if everything is looking and sounding nice and smooth so that we can continue to flow along. I have been in my sacred business since 2012, and connecting with the gifts of Lakshmi Ma, and more specifically awakening Lakshmi within us, because every goddess, her Shakti, her power is within you, right? So we connect with goddesses in specific names, forms, but how I teach them is in a way for you to actually unleash that power and those gifts within yourself. And so Lakshmi Ma specifically, connecting with her in my work has shifted everything, has opened to opportunities, abundance, freedom that I could never have imagined or planned for myself, from my logical mind, from practical masculine goal setting for my business. So this is why I love creating your business from your feminine, expanding from your feminine, because it opens you to magic and expansion that you actually could not have planned for yourself. So what I would love to do is a little check-in. How, if you have your own service-based business right now, how are you feeling about your business? Do you feel that you are in your feminine around your business? Your feminine would be that you are in divine feminine, ease and grace and flow and magic, and you get to receive the sacred clients and abundance and money, support, sales, opportunities from your magnetism and from your radiance and from rest. And you are aligned with your dharma, and you are confident in your gifts and embodied in your medicine and powerful in everything that you share, everything that you offer, everything that, all the success that you experience, it truly comes from your power, from your faith, from your trust, from your Shakti, that you're creating your offers from your Shakti in oneness with the goddess, in oneness with your Dharma. The feminine is receiving, its flow. The feminine is soft. The feminine lets you be in your business, in launches, in sacred sales, in service, with such Shakti. And again, this attraction, this radiance where your dream income, abundance, soulmate clients, they flow to you. You magnetize them. You are irresistible to them, and you keep expanding. And the more you expand, the more blissful you become. And this way of feminine business creates the freedom for you to live your life in oneness with your goddess desires. So a feminine business really empowers, nourishes, and supports all your desires in every part of your life. The abundance you desire, the freedom you desire, if you want to be a lover, a mother, an aunt, all the roles you wish to play, that you get the freedom to really be present and enjoy them, because your business is flourishing and your business works for you. Your business is there to support you, to set you free. As I've been sharing that, for me, my business, my sacred feminine business, is the foundation and portal and catalyst for all the freedom I have created to be, do, and have everything that I desire. So right now, if you follow me, you might be noticing the background looks a little different, and this is because I'm in Mexico right now for 3 months, for the entire winter with my family, because I've created this location, personal time, financial freedom to travel wherever we want, whenever we want, however we want, to work however I want, to do what I want, to work with the clients that I love, right? To have complete time freedom, where most of my day is with my sweet baby and relishing and being in nature. And when I do work, it's so blissful and in the flow. It doesn't ever feel like work. It feels like fun and joy and dharma and expression, and like I'm in my zone, and my soul is just birthing something through me, and we are expanding, me and my clients, we are becoming more and more embodied goddesses. So it's like my fiery passion gets a channel of expression through my business, right? So work never feels like work. This is the feminine. There is like action, but it doesn't feel like effort, right? So when I say the feminine in business feels, it's effortless, there is effort in terms of practical work, but it feels effortless because you're channeling it, right? It's coming from your heart, from your soul, because you have aligned everything in a way that what you do, who you do it with and for, how you do it, the exchange that you receive, everything lights you up and lights up those you are here to serve and is a blessing to everyone, and the blessings keep rippling. So this is the feminine in business. Now, if you are in masculine mode, this is where as feminine beings, we can be in the hustle, the grind, the overwhelm, the constant doing, the constant showing up. Like, it's not the same as, you know, the sacred discipline, focus, and consistency, which is part of the divine masculine that really is essential and supports us in our business and in our life. And we all have masculine and feminine in us. But most of us feminine beings, especially coaches, healers, facilitators, practitioners, leaders, fempreneurs, we're still taught and are still following and feel like we have to work really hard, follow the old systems, strategies, tactics that actually don't align with us, that might not feel right to us, that don't feel, not only they don't feel in integrity and alignment and joyful and beautiful and loving, but they might actually be very draining for us. So if you're in that misaligned masculine mode, you could be feeling that disconnect. You could be feeling overwhelmed. You could be feeling burnt out, confused, frustrated. So I want to do this check-in just to see, do you feel right now you are more in your feminine in your business, more in your masculine? So I'm just going to check some answers. Lupita says, I'm not enjoying my business right now. I'm just using to manifest my biggest dream in life, which is becoming a homemaker. Well, that's beautiful. And sometimes, you know, we're being pushed in a certain direction. So, you know, you're welcome to honor that. I will also share that I have created my business in a way where I am first and foremost mama to my baby and mentor. And I get to create the greatest impact with the way I've designed things for my clients. I would say I'm much more powerful and impactful mentor now than I was before becoming a mother. I'm certainly a lot more abundant, but the transformation that my clients experience, the way that I'm able to make a difference is exponentially more than before I was a mama, and I get to be a full-time mama, and the abundance is like infinite and ever expanding. So I want to share that with the feminine business and life, we don't have to choose. I say in my work, my mission is that you get to be and have it all with and as goddess. Sasha says, I feel frustrated in it all since I gave birth. I'm sorry to hear that, beloved, and I hope that today you will feel inspired to know that you get to honor your cycles. You gave birth. That's such a beautiful celebration. I took months off after maternity leave, but I've set up my business where the payments kept flowing in 24/7 when I was snuggling my baby and just like navigating new motherhood and exhausted and ecstatic all at the same time, those first few delirious months. So I believe and love a feminine way of business for so much, because I know that if I had still been in the corporate world, you know, at least in Canada, we get a year off maternity leave, but you get very little income. It's so little that it's barely enough to pay what a typical mortgage or rent is in Toronto, right? And so knowing that I created a business where I get to take my own maternity leave and make so much more than if I was working for an employer, I want you to open to these possibilities, that your business can become a portal of financial and time and life freedom for you to be what you want, to be a mama if you want to be a mama, and to let divine sacred compensation keep flowing in. Just want to check in to see if there are any other beautiful souls saying, Sarah says, I feel so tired when I have to do anything. Yeah, and in the feminine, we don't want to ever feel like we have to do anything. In your feminine, Lakshmi Ma, when you are connected to your own inner Lakshmi, just like the coins that flow from her, the lotuses that she gently holds in her mudras, you are just truly being who you are. I would say that in my business, I don't really feel like I do things as much as I be who I am. Right? Like right now, me talking to you, I literally have these conversations with my sisters, with my husband, with anyone I meet on the street. This is my passion. So I'm just being myself. And I get to be myself in specific ways that help my clients get specific results. And then we have a sacred exchange around that. So I never feel like I have to do anything. If there are those masculine must-haves, and there's ways to, feminine strategy around it to set it up so that it's really easy for you and it's supporting you, right? All right, my love. So I want to get you into now experiencing more Lakshminess, more goddessness, more feminine in your beautiful business, because this is what you deserve to feel. When you connect to and unleash your inner source of overflow and abundance, the Lakshmi energy in yourself and your life, it's golden opportunities. It's the most dream soulmate client. It's sacred payments. All these channels of abundance. There's not just one way that money or support or income comes to you. She is the ocean of infinite abundance. So you become one with waves upon waves of infinite blessings. This is when you are so embodied in your power, in your gift, in your passion, in your dharma, that you just radiate your feminine leadership. And from this, you attract the most epic soulmate clients who love to work with you, who are like soul sisters. I love my clients. My clients are my dream soul sisters throughout their lifetimes, and we fall in love with each other, especially the more intimate my containers, and we really get to know each other. But every client, even women who read my book, or even people who watch my YouTube videos who we not meet or interact, but I feel the soul connection, right? So the feminine is you radiating your passion, your dharma, your power, and it impacts and brings in all the souls that you are here to serve, and you are able to hold and receive your standards and boundaries around the sacred exchange, the compensation, and you create these beautiful channels to receive sacred clients and compensation for your gifts, for what is most natural for you, for what is most joyful for you, for what never feels like a burden or a have to or frustrating or exhausting in you to share. Because what you share, how you share, what you do, how you do it, who you do it with, it all is from this divine oneness with the goddess, with Lakshmi, with overflow, with truth, with dharma, with love, with passion. And I think one of the greatest blocks we have to clear on this path is to truly trust and believe that it gets to be this easy. It truly, truly gets to be this much flow. You truly get to have unimagined success, impact, and abundance from ease, from feminine ease, from softness, from Shakti. So I want you to begin to open to what's possible for you. This new, we are creating actually a new paradigm of feminine success. That is one of my missions. I know every woman coming into my program right now, the Divine Feminine Business Queen program, where not only will each woman individually receive like this life-changing feminine business shift and transformation and up-level and expansion, but then together we're going to create a new paradigm of what success is for feminine women from our feminine. And then this is success where we are abundant and radiant and nourished and rested and free, and we get to be everything we want to be, lovers and mamas and globetrotters and leaders and mentors and take naps. And since Cyrus has been born, my beloved baby's 14 months now, 14 and a half months. Wait, almost months. And usually his second nap of the afternoon, I get to at least snuggle him to sleep. I've been snuggling him to sleep forever, but usually I'll nap with him. And I wake up and there's more sacred clients, there's more sacred payments coming in. So sometimes I'm in my bath, I'm at the spa, my husband had a romantic date or romantic time, and more clients, more sacred payments keep flowing in constantly, consistently. You don't have to always be on or work to receive in your business when you are in your feminine, when you've set up your business from your feminine. Okay, so what I would love to share with you are more specific ways to connect with Goddess Lakshmi in your business. And we're going to shift up the energy for you a little. So, you can see Goddess Lakshmi behind me. She has her beautiful sacred arms in sacred gestures. And one of her sacred arms, her hand mudras, is Kama, which is your desire. So I want you to open to full permission of what you desire in your business. Full permission. So just forget everything you've been told, everything you think has to happen, how it has to look. But let's just place our hands on our hearts and wombs. And with Lakshmi Ma offering me this gift of Kama, saying that it is sacred for you to have passionate earthly desires. Your earthly desires are sacred. What are your sexy desires? It's all welcome here. In my world, when my clients work with me, or in everything that I share, I say that all of us is welcome. All of our dark, all of our light, and all of our earthly and spiritual desires are equally sacred. And this is what Lakshmi Ma is offering with Kama is, what is your desire for your business? What do you desire your business to feel like for you day to day? How much divine abundance do you desire? What is the impact you desire? Who are the clients you desire? What is the location you desire? What is the type of freedom that you desire in your business? And really give yourself permission to claim it. And don't be afraid if something really tangible and earthly comes in, even if there's some programming that makes you feel like that's not spiritual or it's superficial. Lakshmi Ma Kama is honoring your earthly desire. So if you want to be a multimillionairess, you get to give yourself permission and say that out loud to yourself right now. Type it here if you're with me live. If you want hundreds of clients, thousands of beautiful divine soulmate clients to flow in, you get to desire that. If you want beautiful opportunities to travel for your business, to speak, to serve thousands of people, whatever it is, claim that for yourself, for your business right now. We need to come and reset and recenter and get so clear about what your soul, what the goddess in you actually wants. And if you've been feeling frustrated, heavy, overwhelmed, disconnected, burnt out in your business, you have just for this moment disconnected from your inner Lakshmi, from your inner goddess, who is your passion, your desire, your abundance, your bliss, your beauty. So let's come back to her as a first step by claiming your desires for your business. What are your desires for how you want it to be? Do you want it to flourish? Do you want to receive payments 24/7? Do you want it to be easy? Do you want more flow? What do you want more of? So sometimes we think of what we want to release, so that's great. But I invite you to think, Lakshmi is not absence and lack. She is the source and she is overflow. So if you are in a place where you're saying, okay, I want to release pressure, I want to release stress, I want to release lack, burnout, overwhelm, confusion in my business, well, what does your inner Lakshmi say? What do you want instead? I want flow, I want inspiration, I want dharma, I want next level impact, I want more sacred sales, I want to be flooded with even more beautiful divine soulmate clients. I want it to be easy to receive my clients. I want them to come to me. Get really specific. You get to desire all of this. And trust me when I say that everything is possible for you. The feminine, Lakshmi Ma, is not just desiring, but it's creating your business on your terms. And part of this is there's some healing that has to happen that I have obviously done, and it's been a journey. And I would say what I love also about my business is that it has been such a beautiful catalyst of personal healing, transformation, and wholeness for me in order to be at this level and continue to expand, right? So some things that were healed were self-worth, self-value, self-respect, because as women sometimes, especially starting our business, we can give away our power. We can undercharge, overgive, undervalue, right? And then we feel resentful towards our clients or our business because we feel like we gave too much and didn't receive that sacred exchange. We feel frustrated, burnt out. So Lakshmi Ma is, what do we want instead? And truly be unlimited and clear in the physical of what you want. So like as an example, I was taught by feminine business mentors, very spiritual feminine business mentors, that you have to have sales calls in order to receive clients at higher value programs, right? So my Awakened Goddess training is a higher level investment. It's it can be like $7,000 to $8,000 almost, and it could be going much more. And I have created it so that not only do I not do sales calls, but I actually have an application process, because it's such a deep, intimate, beautiful container. And I decided not only will I not have sales calls where I have to convince and prove and feel pressured. In a sales call, it's just not who I am, and it's not in integrity with how I want to operate and serve my clients. But also that I will attract women who are so powerful, so led by their desire, that if they are ready for this level of transformation in a 6-month container, that they come and apply, and then I actually get to screen them and decide, will this beautiful woman contribute to this sacred space and sisterhood? Do I want her to be part of the 6-month vortex? Is she ready for this level of transformation, dream miracle manifestations, and expansion? Are we going to have fun together? Right? I actually have done the exact opposite. So instead of chasing, I was told you have to do like the follow-up messages, the cold outreach, the chasing. It actually makes me nauseous even thinking about that. It's not who I am. I do not chase. I invite and attract and call in. And I even choose and decide in my deeper containers, more intimate ones, like a retreat or a group mastermind type program like the Awakened Goddess training. It's not a mastermind, but it's a very intimate program. I decide if I even want this client in here, right? So you actually get to completely create a whole new paradigm when you come into your power as Lakshmi. So I want you to be so unapologetic, and this is why I would love for you to clear anything that you have been taught around how it has to be. And if you don't want to do certain things, then you get to claim that. I have created this business without all other masculine musts, like I was told you have to have paid Facebook ads, or you have to have a large Facebook group where you constantly pitch and do weekly free intensive masterclasses, complicated funnels, retargeting, all this weird stuff. And it's just not who I am. It's not what I want. I have created my business on my terms, defying the old masculine structures, and I attract the most amazing soulmate feminine women clients who experience so many miracles because this is the vortex I have created. So my question to you is, how do you want to defy the rules? How do you want to create your business on your terms? What are your desires for this? What is something that you just don't want to do in your business? And instead, what would feel amazing to you? Yes, you want freedom, love, and value. It's so beautiful. Yes, yes, yes. Love it. So with Lakshmi Ma's Kama, this is the invitation. If I'm giving you homework or if you're watching afterwards, share in the comment. I'm claiming my desire in my business for, and then say 3 epic, beautiful desires or more, right? And do it on your terms, the way that you want it. So not just what you want, but the way that you want it. So I want the most epic, divine soul sister clients where we fall in love with each other, and I want them to experience the most beautiful transformation miracles, and I want them to just flow in and be so excited to join, and we have the time of our lives together. It's the how. I don't not only do I not want the sales calls and the ads and all those other things, but I want them to come to me, right? So you get to have your desires and you get to decide your terms, but you have to come home to and be one with and embody your inner Lakshmi, your feminine business queen, and all her self-love, self-worth, self-value, self-empowerment, self-respect, and sovereignty, then to create this, right? To co-create this with the divine. All right, so I would love for you to get so clear about everything you want, the Kama, the earthly desires for the clients, the impact, the abundance, the how for your feminine business. You get to desire it all, and mantra this for yourself: I get to desire it all. Ruth is in our program too. I'm so excited. And Ruth is an Awakened Goddess training alumni goddess, and she says, I'm claiming my desire to grow my business with beautiful soul clients that love my work, and it's easy, win-win. I don't want to drain my energy doing lives that no one watches. I understand. And you get to decide that. You get to claim that and then open to another way, your way, that feels most fun and joyful to you, that is the most magnetic for attracting your beautiful clients. And of course, Ruth will be going much deeper in that in the program itself. So I'm so excited for you to learn all of that. Okay, my love. So flowing along, the next arm, the gesture from Lakshmi Ma, she's just bestowing gold coins. She's showering you with gold coins. And this is her sacred gift of Artha, and this is earthly riches. So if you have any feelings, resistance, judgments, projections, programming around it's not spiritual to be wealthy, to be rich, to want money, I could do a whole masterclass on that, and we'll be doing a lot of clearing around that in my program. But money itself is just a currency, right? And it's an amplifier. So if you are a person who is generous and compassionate, then more money in your hands is more blessings for the world. And if someone is corrupt, then more money in their hand is corruption, right? But so many times spiritual women, heart-centered women are afraid to claim their desire for more because of so much programming around money, right? Money's the root of all evil or corrupt and la la la. But you are exactly the kind of woman, we are the heart-centered women who need to be the leaders in wealth for you, because Lakshmi Ma is that you get to live a rich life. Luxury is sacred, right? Like Lakshmi Ma is always adorned in jewels, in the most beautiful regal sari, red and gold usually. So the Artha and the coins that she's showering you with reminds you that earthly riches are sacred. This Gaia, Pachamama, Mother Earth, it is the feminine. Not only is it not evil, but it is sacred. So this Artha is opening to become one with spiritual riches. You get to have all the earthly abundance that you desire. And you get to have it because you want it. You don't need a magnanimous reason to want what you want for yourself. Lakshmi Ma is ask and I shall bestow it upon you. And this is the work that we do, the work that I have done, where there is no resistance to receiving wealth or earthly success. So however that shows up in our business, specifically with all the beautiful dream clients, with beautiful sacred sales and payments and people buying whatever it is you share. I have channels through my beautiful books, offerings, coaching, online courses, retreats. There's so many ways that divine compensation flows in. But beneath all that, those channels are not the source. The source is how I have connected to my inner Lakshmi and released all resistance to receive her Artha, her infinite showers of golden coins, golden opportunities, golden blessings. And this gets to be very tangible for you. She wants you to go really big here. So as an example, I'll share that when I was in the corporate world, like many years ago, and it feels like a past life, I had really toxic experiences. And I remember one time having really bad menstrual cramps and taking a bath and keep getting emails from my boss, was very unhappy that I took a sick day. And I just remember being in the tub on a weekday afternoon asking God, Goddess, like I had such a low point, rock bottom moment because I was being harassed by my boss while I was sick and just needed this time of rest, that I just said this prayer, Lakshmi Ma, give me the freedom to honor my body, so that I don't revolve my life, my time, my energy around my work, but that I get to honor my body, my heart, my soul, my time that I want with my loved ones, the freedom I want, and my work serves me, and I have the freedom. And initially, all I wanted was really just to not have to report on my time to someone. My last boss before I left actually asked me to make up the time from going to the bathroom. And we did not bill per hour time. It wasn't even that type of situation. So I couldn't even go to the bathroom without making up that kind of time. It was enslavement. And there was a lot of work I had to do around this to break free of this pattern that I was perpetuating in my life. It was a deep karmic pattern around authority and my power, old persecution stuff, lots of stuff around that, inner child. But initially my desire was just to be able to take my period day off. And then eventually it grew to, maybe once I started my business, initial years I took Fridays as my goddess day. And then eventually with more expansion, it was that any and every day gets to be a Friday or a goddess day if I desire, right? That everything flourishes and it's no longer a time exchange, that abundance can come in all the time, clients can come in all the time, and I don't have to always trade my time. Like, just more and more freedom came in. So I invite you to expand your desires. Don't hold back or play small. Lakshmi's coins of infinite abundance are here to shower you. And this is coming into such a deep place of trust that you truly do get to be abundantly compensated to have the flourishing business that you desire on your terms, to do the work that you love, the way that you love, with whom you love, and to live a life that you love. So do you believe this? Right? This is part of the work, is softening into this trust with the goddess that I truly get to be showered with golden, tangible abundance, compensation, opportunities, earthly riches, simply because I deserve it, because I'm a child of God, Goddess, because I'm one with Lakshmi, because Lakshmi radiates from within me and also loves me. The universe loves me and wants to bless and shower me with infinite abundance. We have to believe in our worthiness to receive this with ease, that we don't have to, as sensitive women, oftentimes we still are playing out this inner girl pleasing, where we feel like we have to earn our good. You know, that we have to be perfect or earn or work for it. And this is dropping into your divine truth, where you actually get to receive infinite golden blessings, artha, golden wealth, earthly abundance, support, opportunities, freedom, blessings, when you align with this. You don't have to prove or earn it, but it is a state that you come to embody in becoming one with Lakshmi Ma and your own inner goddess of abundance and overflow. And this work has been transformational for my business, much more than any practical changes. It inspires and empowers and blesses and amplifies the practical. But you might find, right, that like you do all the right things and you follow all the strategies and all the tactics, and then you don't get the results that maybe your coach or other people seem to be getting, doing the exact same things. And so this is where we come back to this goddessness and doing the work in this space within ourselves. I have a client I'm thinking of right now who actually is very wealthy and very successful, but what she desired from her business was that she had more time for love. She wanted her soulmate. So some of you have said you want to be mothers first, and I get that. But sometimes you might feel like you have to compromise in other parts of your life for your business to flourish. And Lakshmi Ma said there's no compromising. Her beloved is Vishnu, right? The beautiful, benevolent God who sustains all of creation. And so you get to have divine love, and you get to be a mother, and you get to be a priestess, a mentor, a business queen, travel the world, have self-care, go to the spa, give to charity, do everything you desire in this earth life. And you get to be abundantly showered for all of your desires. And by the way, that client of mine, the happy story is that she was my Awakened Goddess training client who manifested such ease in her business through what I taught, and worked less, took her period days off, and what used to be her highest month became her new lower baseline, and then just kept expanding with less and less of her time and with more and more of her joy. And her lining things up where she was only doing the things that she loved to do, and then was able to scale and do set up things where she was supported. And her business turned from this hyper masculine model into a flourishing feminine empire, giving her the freedom to manifest her soulmate and become an investress and dance and be in pleasure and have a much softer, more feminine life. So Lakshmi Ma, with these golden coins, is assuring you and inviting you into this level of trust that you get to be abundantly showered with infinite support and blessings in your earth life. And it gets to ever expand. And the more you expand, the more free and joyful and blissful you become. I think one of the energetic or unconscious blocks we have, like we might say, I want this many more clients or this many more sales, but a common underlying block is that we don't realize that on some level we equate that with more sacrifice and more compromise and more struggle. In the feminine, with Lakshmi Ma, we come to a place where we know and we are one with this flow. More impact, more abundance, more success comes from more bliss, more radiance, more trust, more surrender, more flow, more grace, more joy, more freedom in every way. Okay, I'm going to get into the next arm from Lakshmi Ma is Dharma. And you probably all heard of Dharma, and we often think of it as, our life purpose, but Dharma is righteousness and divine right action that is for your highest good and the highest good of all. And Dharma is truly not something that you have to do in your business. Dharma is the highest expression of your soul, your gifts that are uniquely yours. And that's why in the feminine, it does not matter how many other people do what you do, offer what you offer. There's no competition in the feminine. No one is you, and how your gifts are being channeled through you. Your divine soulmate clients are waiting for you and can only receive that medicine, that gift, that transformation, the way that it comes through you. And you get to live your Dharma in a way where it doesn't feel like work, but it feels like you're truly living your greatest expression. That your work becomes a way for you to express your own God, Goddess self, and ultimately for God, Goddess, for your soul, for the divine, to bless through you. And sometimes we can feel so disconnected in our business, like you're on your own. When we reconnect to this divine gift of Lakshmi Ma's, we remember that we are in partnership. Your business is not your business. It's none of your business. It's an offering. You are the vessel. You are the channel. This is why I believe all of us are priestesses, whether we connect with that professionally or not. But to be a priestess is that we are channels of divine love and miracles and blessings for others in whatever our gift, our passion, our purpose feels like to us. And I will share with you, if you have been following me for a while, you may know that I had a long, trying fertility journey to become a mama. And there were many things that I uncovered, especially my first round of the Awakened Goddess training after all the years was finally where I unpacked and healed and cleared everything at the root, and on graduation day became pregnant with my miracle baby. And one of the energetic blocks that I uncovered was that I've had many lifetimes being of service, to the point of being a nun or a monk or a celibate priest or priestess, where I could either have service or family. And I truly believe that right now we are all here to clear our personal karmic blocks and again birth a new feminine paradigm that we get to be and have it all without limits and restriction. And so one of the blocks that I healed that opened me to motherhood was that I get to be a mother and a mentor, and I get to be a very nourished and devoted and blissful mama. And that helps me to be an even more impactful, abundant, successful mentor. And that is exactly what has happened. Since becoming a mother, the level of creativity, the power, the embodiment of having it all, the way that it accelerates and calibrates my clients to their manifestations, even if they're very different desires from what I want and have for myself, is just unexplainable and miraculous. And what's so fascinating is I actually have some old clients and new clients who come in because of me being a mother and having the life that I've created. And older clients are so expanded and up level, and they actually thank me, right, for being a mom and a mentor and a business woman, queen, goddess who is showing what's possible by living this life of complete freedom and bliss and romance and love and baby cuddles and travel and abundance and service and impact and success. So our Dharma does not have to conflict with our Kama our artha, our desires for everything else we want in our life. And the invitation for you is, yes, Ruth, we can have it all. That not only do you get to have it all, but what if having it all creates even more blessings? What if being a highly successful business goddess queen makes you a much more present and devoted and nourished and happy mom, daughter, sister, aunt, lover, woman? My business supports me to have a spa day and be nourished whenever I want, to be in nature as much as I want, to be in beauty, to have sacred rituals, to have the time and space for that, even in being a devoted mama. And I mean, I love romance. I'm a very romantic woman and enjoying deep romantic time with my beloved. So your dharma is your divine action, purpose, service. And from Lakshmi, you get to serve at the highest and receive and be the mostest, everything that you want in overflow. So this is like being an empress in overflow, right? And nothing feels like it's too much to handle, or it's a lot, or we're overwhelmed. We're actually, everything is nourishing each other. Your motherhood nourishes your business nourishes your motherhood, and then that nourishes your romance time, it nourishes your freedom to travel, it nourishes your self-care times, it nourishes your daily spiritual practice. Everything pours into the other, into infinite overflow. So there's no settling, there's no compromise, there's no subtracting, there's no choosing, but there's actually, imagine just this life of so many cups that are chalices that are overflowing, and they're all one with this ocean of Lakshmi Ma. So I hope you can feel into that possibility for yourself, a beautiful divine overflow, right? And trust that you giving yourself permission and doing the inner work and coming in oneness with your overflowing empress and in your business as that overflowing business goddess queen, it is permission and openness and inspiration for so many more around you to see what's possible from the feminine. Because you will not ever find me being burnt out or exhausted or tired as a mother, as a mentor, or in any part of my life. That is not acceptable to me. I'm not available for that. Of course, like, we have days. So when I have my cycle days, my bleed days, those are my time off days, right? So you get to nourish yourself. You get to truly have it all. And your feminine business gets to be a foundation of support and nourishment that overflows into every part of your life as you live your highest dharma, creating the greatest impact from your overflow. And the more that you give yourself permission to have, and the more that you embody and radiate, the more powerful of a leader you are, the more powerful results your beautiful clients receive. So it is a win-win-win for everyone. And this flows into Lakshmi Ma's final arm of moksha. Moksha is liberation. As her beloved Vishnu said once when Lakshmi Ma entered his heart, is that Lakshmi's love, divine love, through whatever door it enters, is the end of all desire. And this is that you just become Lakshmi, where there's no more wanting, right? Desires are beautiful, but this is coming to a state where there's infinite enjoyment of what you have, contentment, reverence, gratitude, peace. And this is and becomes the most powerful vortex of more blessings. because there's no lack in the space. There's no need. There's no waiting for a result, for something to happen. This is pure freedom, inner freedom, spiritual, emotional freedom, complete trust, surrender, fullness, overflow, where in this state, now you become Lakshmi. And there's the end of all desire is actually not that you don't want things, but it's that you become the essence of the things. You become abundance. If you had all the clients you could ever desire into your offerings, maybe you would feel deeply grateful or ecstatic. You become ecstasy. You become the essence here in the state of moksha and liberation. It's not like the masculine transcending, or ever undermining or denying our human desires, right? That's what I love about Lakshmi Ma, is the kama is as sacred as the moksha. The earthly desire for everything you want in the tangible, the artha, the earthly wealth and blessings and manifestations that are yours, are as sacred as your dharma, as your divine right action and service, as your moksha, your complete spiritual oneness with all. And this is where you become Lakshmi. So from a state of no need, you do not need clients, the clients flood to you. From a state of no need for sales, the sales are constant and continuous and overflowing. From a state of no need for anything, from the end of all desire, actually everything flows from within you and it flows to you. In the most beautiful ways, they flow and they flourish. And it's all so easy and magical and powerful. And from this space, you always know how to be in flow and what to do and what the practical is, because you are in that divine, blissful state, one with Lakshmi Ma. Just soften into how that feels for you. Imagine operating in your business free, not only free of all stress and pressure and resistance and overwhelm, but completely free, knowing that I am abundance, I am contentment, I am Shakti, I am power, I am the divine essence, I am Lakshmi. And you become the channel, and as the channel, infinite blessings and miracles flow to and through your clients. This is another reason I feel deeply grateful to have come to this state in my personal, spiritual, and business, my dharmic work, because I also believe this is why my clients, when they enter, they just completely soften and their miracles are often instant and continuous. Because I'm never coming from a need for my client. So even though I receive the most beautiful clients and sacred sales and constant divine compensation, it's coming from a state of overflow and excitement for what you are going to receive and the transformation I see you having and seeing you as a living Lakshmi. No need from me, from anything from you, but just this overflow. And so my clients just get to come in and be receptive and to align and calibrate to this embodiment and Lakshmi Ma, and all that they desire can just freely activate from within them. There's just so much more magic here when we come to this state. And so here, my loves, you become Lakshmi. You are free in every way, and that freedom then gets tangibly reflected in every part of your life. You're free in your business. You're free financially. You're free to work with whom you want, when you want, how you want. You're free to go where you want. You're free to show up the way you want. You're free to be who you are. You're free to say what you want to say, receive what you want to receive, go where you want to go. You are completely free in your life and in your business. when you come to the state of moksha within yourself, within Lakshmi Ma. And it kind of comes full circle again, where the spiritual then becomes a tangible blessing of infinite expansion for you in your life and your business. So from the state of overflow, tangible blessings continue to flow. Something I'll share is I don't normally share publicly my donations and my charity work, but I will share, like, as an example, in addition to what I personally give. Every woman who has joined the Divine Feminine Business Queen program doesn't even know this. I haven't even told them, but the compensation I've received for that, it's going to send one child to school for a year in Pakistan, in my parents' village, where we have schools of children who can't afford to go. They need to buy uniforms and books and school supplies and pay tuition fees. And so for every woman joining, one, mostly girls, get to go to school for a year. And there's many other things that I do behind the scenes that I won't share, but this is part of my commitment, my devotion, but this is also living in Lakshmi Ma in overflow. Right? And I want you to, again, know that you get to desire what you desire because you desire it. And sometimes as women, we feel like we have to justify what we want and say that, oh, if I had more, I'd give more to charity. No, you get to, if you want to fly first class all over the world, you get to desire that. But I want to share from Lakshmi, it's just so natural then for the blessings to become a ripple effect of good for all. And my mission is for us women, us heart-centered women, to not only be and have everything we desire in sacred feminine overflow, but to be embodied living Lakshmis in our business and in our lives, where you get to create and receive everything in your business and your life the way that makes you the most blissful and makes you truly feel like Lakshmi, that you are in ever expansive overflow. No resistance, no fear, no doubt, no blocks, no frustration, no burnout, but truly blessed and blessing all, infinitely, ever expansively. This is my sacred dharma, is to embody this and to activate this in the women in my world. So I hope in journeying through Lakshmi Ma's sacred gifts, her 4 sacred gifts, from Kama, to get to desire with full permission everything you want for yourself, for your business, but how you want your business to also support and nourish every part of your life. You're free and excited in that and ready to release anything that has not been serving you in your business, and really go big in your vision. What do you really, really, really want? Go for it. Let your desires be sexy and juicy and fun and sacred, because it's all sacred. Your artha, get really clear about your worthiness to receive infinite showers of golden, tangible earthly riches, and clear up any resistance to money and support and compensation and freedom and wealth, and be Lakshmi. See it as being wealthy is my worship of Lakshmi. Being wealthy in this lifetime is how I worship the goddess. It is my offering to her. Let this be your sacred commitment and your reverence to Lakshmi, that I am bringing Lakshmi on earth through unleashing sacred abundance from within me and in my business, and activating this in every soul around me. Everywhere Eric and I go, this happens all the time. First it happened with me, but then, Eric energetically also calibrated to this, and he does beautiful Lakshmi mantras and his own practices as well. But wherever we go, a restaurant, a shop can be empty, and you can kind of see the poor staff is like really disheartened and slouched. And I get so happy because I know as soon as we go, they're going to get an influx. It happens like magic every single time without fail. This is the energy that you begin to carry wherever you go. You become the goddess where golden coins just flourish from all around you and bless everyone around you, because you're in such a state of abundance. Abundance is the only state that is the truth, and it is the truth. Lack is our fear, and anywhere we're experiencing lack in our life is a reflection of our fear and our disconnect from the truth of who you are, which is Lakshmi Ma. And so I hope that you float into your divine dharma and your divine moksha, and that you truly now understand how awakening and coming home to your inner Lakshmi, your inner goddess, your inner source of feminine overflow creates overflow in your business, in your life, and in your bliss. So I hope this has served you, beloveds. Let me know in the comments. Please share in the comments what you found most inspiring from this live, what shifted for you, if you feel more connected to your inner Lakshmi Ma, what you want to shift in your business now. Be really clear on that. When you leave, when you finish watching this, get really clear on, I am now ready to have in my business this. I'm ready for my business to feel like this. I'm ready for my business to be like this. I'm ready for my business to do this for me. I'm ready for this level of abundance and expansion and impact, because I am Lakshmi. I love you, Shakti. Oh, you're so welcome. So of course, goddesses, if you desire to go deeper right now, we're so close to starting my 8-week live Divine Feminine Business Queen program. This is where I take you through the entire journey of creating infinite impact, abundance, and expansion in your business from your feminine. So this is an offering for those of you in service, the healers, the coaches, the facilitators, the therapists, the creatrices, the entrepreneurs in service. If you desire to completely shift and upgrade and up level and truly like quantum leap, instant miracle expansions in your business as a new foundation, and then as a foundation for continuous evolution, expansion, up levels, and always more and more by doing less and less, and for more and more pleasure, more success, more abundance, for more flow, for more pleasure, for more bliss, for more Lakshminess, for more overflow. I'll share the link for that. If you're on my Instagram, you can go to the link in bio, but it's on my website, one of my websites, which is my course website is flourishinggoddessschool.com, and you'll follow the details for everything that's included. We're going to get really clear and deep into the divine feminine energy, embodiment, and strategy in your business to make it a feminine business and a beautiful vortex of infinite bliss, blessings, abundance, soulmate clients, unapologetic visibility, magnetism, dharma, expansion, epic abundance, golden opportunities for you from your feminine. I have a lot of details on the 8 modules and everything that's included. There's a bonus Q&A call as well to get that level of support from me at the end. But it's going to be business changing and so inevitably life changing. Oh, yay, Dina, I can't wait. So much magic to come. So much magic. Harmony says, can't wait to start. So happy. Thank you so much. I'm a little baby. I'm going to start my Dharmic business. Yay, I'm so happy. You're all so welcome. And also, again, thank you for everyone who's joining. I didn't tell you, Empress, Forest Goddess, you joined the program and you're so proud. Yeah, I didn't tell you because it's normally something I do behind the scenes. Also, like Clarice, my beautiful assistant, she doesn't work for commission or anything like that, but I always gift her like a super extra thank you bonus whenever I have a new offering and when we close it. So it's just, I want you to know that there are things that happen behind the scenes that you are a part of that ripple out to so many more people. So we're sending children to school, we're blessing so many people, and most of all, you get to become Lakshmi. So I cannot wait to start this magical, beautiful experience. You will also get lifetime access to the recordings, by the way, in case you can't join live for any reason. So that's a beautiful bonus that I'm offering as well. So for those of you who are inside already Divine Feminine Business Queen program, get ready for epic miracle expansions from your feminine. And for those of you ready to shift, you want to come and you want to be Lakshmi in your business, and you want to be and have it all because of the freedom you create through your feminine business. Let's do it. This is the time to get in. I hope you've received so much from this. I see you fully already as Goddess Lakshmi Ma, and may Goddess Lakshmi Ma bless you with her infinite gifts, her divine Kama, Artha, Dharma, Moksha. Om Jai Lakshmi Mata. Thank you, beloved. Namaste.